What's going on? I just finished week number 30. So that is, a feat in and of itself. 30 weeks ago, I was kind of just at the whim of what my coach was saying. Now I feel like I'm in a lot of control and collaborating with what my coach is saying. So, for instance, last week I said that we were going to switch to a low carb diet just to kind of make my insulin sensitivity go up. But on Monday, as we were talking about the diet, we were doing leg day, and I just felt like really, really strong with every movement we did. There was no pain anywhere. The weight was up. The reps were up. And the same thing happened on Tuesday with chest day. Chest and triceps, I felt super strong. The volume was high. The weight was high. And we kind of decided to push this low carb diet 1 week just because we wanted to maximize the fact that my body felt so good this week. The food has been going down super easily as well. So for instance, I'm typically struggling on meal 4 and my protein shake meal 5 at 9 p.m. in the evening. It's typically when I sit down to have those. But Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday, I've just been hammering that food down way before I have in the prior weeks. So the other day I was done with all my meals by 8 p.m. So I was just like kind of a drastic change in how quickly I'm processing the food. So for whatever reason, this week my body just said, give it to me. All the food, all the workout, all the everything. And the scale today said 89.1 kilograms. So that puts me at 195 pounds. There is some fluctuation each week with water weight and water retention. But overall, it's just incremental creeps up. To be at 89 kilograms is fantastic. So, I'm kind of hesitant to go into the low carb diet next week. But what it is it's called the CKD, cyclical ketogenic diet. And what that's going to do is drop my carb intake drastically and some days zero. And that makes my body switch into a mode of burning glucose for energy and switches it into burning ketones for energy. So when you're in a low carb state and your body can't fuel itself, the brain or the body, with glucose in the blood, it starts breaking down fat, which causes ketones. This process happens a lot when you're sleeping at night, when you're exercising in a fasted state, and the workout intensities will not go down because my body is going to switch gears and start burning some of the layer of fat I've got around my body, probably the midsection a lot. But this is just one of those things where for a few weeks we're going to dial in the fat, really shrink it down, see what we got as a muscular frame, because we're getting very, very close to that 90 kilogram mark. And if the progress continues, I'm kind of inclined to go further. If the muscle is going on this consistently, I say we push it through the end of the year for sure. So it's one thing I'll be talking with and working with my coach on, just to see where he thinks we'll be. I have a couple, actually 3 trips coming up, so that's gonna impact how we approach a show. So I have a softball tournament at the end of August, at the end of November, and then I have a family function to do in October. So all of which are going to take me to different continents. So, there's jet lag and travel and inconsistency with eating and whatnot. But out of the next 5 months, I really only have 3 weeks that I won't be able to really hit it like we have been. But that's okay. We're going to just work in, those rest periods so that we don't lose any ground. But I need a 12-week runway, I think, to prepare for a show. So if I'm out of town until the end of November, that gives us December, January, February. So maybe it'll take us into 2025, but honestly, I don't have like this gotta happen in 2024. I know initially I said I want to compete at that point, but I have so much momentum building and I'm having fun doing this that, I don't need it to stop at this point at the end of the year. So I'll do what fits into the schedule, what fits into, the proper prepping techniques for doing a show. But overall, week 30, man, I'm happy. I'm about to go eat another meal and then probably eat another one right after that. And I'm pretty happy. So we are switching to the ketogenic diet on Monday. I have the information now, so that will be the switch. But I'll get through next week. Probably feeling much more hungry than usual, but the body should start changing rapidly. So I'll get through it and I'll let you know how it goes. See you then.